What's up, everybody? This is Herschel from High School Top 200. We're sitting here with some of the Chiefs boys. Get them all to introduce themselves and what school they're from.
Hey guys, Shaun Stevenson. I've attended Auckland Grammar from year 9 to year 13, and yeah.
Hey guys, Sam McNicol. Went to Napier Boys High from 2009 to 2013.
Hey guys, Latu, Vaeno. Attended at Rivalries Boys High, 2013 and 2014.
We're going to be talking about first 15 careers and where things started. Sam, what was the first year that you started first 15 and when you had that desire to sort of play first 15?
My first season of first 15 was 2012 as a sixth former. Having played second 15 the year before, there's some pretty good guys in my position, so I was just battling away in the second 15 and knew that in 2012 that I wanted to be the fullback that year for the first 15. So yeah, it was pretty awesome and pretty nervous but at the time, first 15 is like the most important thing to you, and that's all you really want to do.
Shaun?
Played 6th grade in year 9, so under 55, so pretty small back in the day. And then in my year 10 year, I played under 15, so lost in the semi-finals to Sacred Heart, but went to the under 15 winter tournament, which was a heap of fun. So yeah, and then obviously played first 15 for 3 years, from year 11 to year 13, which was pretty nerve-wracking in the first year, playing with some of the boys that you grew up watching from year 9. So and then gradually, year 12 and year 13, and as the years went on, and gradually got used to playing at an intense levels.
So, yeah. For you lot?
For me, it's probably a bit different. So obviously, I played my first rugby, first time playing rugby in my life, 2012. So, 2013. That was the first time I played first 15. At Rivalries Boys. It was a big struggle in my first year, but learned heaps.
So is it true that you only just started playing rugby when you were 16, 17?
17.
17.
Yeah.
And what school did you come from in Tonga?
Taloa.
Taloa.
That was 2012.
Is there anyone here from that same high school that you were at? Like that's in New Zealand right now, sort of playing?
Yeah.
Who's that?
This guy, Make Taulahi, he's with the Bay at the moment.
Oh, real?
There's a few of them, but they're still here in New Zealand. But
yeah, but he's the only one that's playing sort of professional. What was it like for you, Shaun, when you were the young guy in first 15, when you've just made the team kind of thing? Like, what was sort of the level at, and how did you sort of get to that level where it became normal?
Being year 11 and I guess playing with big boys 2 years older than you, and still a bit of a skinny white boy. I was pretty nerve-wracking, but I guess gradually as the season went on, your confidence does grow, and I guess you could say I wasn't that shy of a guy back at school, so I got along with the older boys, and I guess there's one other guy, Rob Harris.
Was the open side fella?
Yeah, his mate. So I guess he made it with he made it in the first 15 as well in year 11. So I guess having your best mates playing alongside you, as well as some of the other good mates that you made during the year was pretty good.
And that's a hard thing, to make it, especially at grammar at year 11, to be in the first 15. Like, especially playing against all these big teams. What is it like to sort of have that kind of talent level that you have to sort of get up to?
I guess, because I only played 1 year of open age rugby, which was under 15.
Mm.
And then, it was a big test. But in terms of, the first couple of games, it was a bit rusty, but you grew to playing the game. They wanted you to play, and the boys that you played against, I guess size, if you did all the technical stuff right beforehand and did all the prep, you were going to be sweet for the game.
So for you, Sam and Latu, like being sort of the younger guys in the team and playing the Super 8, what was it like for you fellas to get up to that level once you played your first games?
I was never really the young guy because my first year, first 15 was when I was year 12. So there was a couple of year 11s in the team as well. So they were sort of the new young guys. But in terms of getting up to the level required to play first 15, my first game for the first 15 was a bit of a shocker actually. Like, I actually remember specifically midfield scrum, 8-9 blind, and I got it from the 9, I just dropped it clean, so that was my first play of first 15 rugby, and it was a knock on. And then
Who was that against?
that was against Wellington College, so that wasn't a Super 8, but that was a traditional, but then you just sort of got to like flush it and just get on with it. But yeah, like Shawnee just mentioned, once you have a few games and you're playing alright, you start to feel pretty comfortable at that level. And the older boys, the year 13s and that, give you that respect, so you're pretty much just another member of the team. So yeah, it's all good.
Who was your first game against, Latu? When you were playing rugby, who was your first game against?
My first game was against Wesley College.
Yeah.
And there was like a couple of weeks when I got into New Zealand, and we played against Wesley College, and the team found it hard to play.
Island boys?
Yeah, with me in the midfield. I came as a lock and then I ended up playing midfield. Once I got the ball and pass, I just ran all day and scored a few tries, and from there.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Was it like coming from Tonga to here in terms of playing with the boys? Because obviously Raukura is like full of Māori boys and there's not that many Tongans in there. So what was it like for you to come into a hard out Māori school?
I guess
In the East South
I found it hard. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Because I only started playing rugby, so for me, I was still learning.
Yeah.
And plus, I couldn't speak English
Yeah.
at all. So I found that.
Bro, you've done good, bro.
Yeah, just turn up to training.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. All I said, yep. But then when we do our moves and stuff, I do a different stuff. And but
Who helped you a lot? Because Isaac and them would have been there as well, eh?
Yeah.
And Nige would have been there.
Yeah, all of them were there. But
Was Ruben in the team then when you were there?
Ruben, first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh, okay.
But I think our first team coach realised that I keep saying yes, but I couldn't understand what they're talking about. So they put me in like an ESOL class, which is learn about English.
Yeah.
And from there, got a bit of a confidence.
So were you in the class of like a bunch of Asians and stuff as well?
Yeah.
All in?
Yeah. End up on top of the class. Top student.
Top student, eh?
Got confidence to hang around the boys and just pick up words by words.
And the culture, pretty good?
Yeah, I guess.
Huckers every day?
Yeah, huckers every day. When I was there, I was pretty much a Māori.
Yeah. Who did you look to, Sam, when you made the first 15? Like, obviously, you were still like a bit older, but who was the guy that you sort of looked to sort of have your back?
guess one guy that I got on pretty well with at school, and we were sort of like training partners outside of school as well, at the gym and stuff. And it was Trinity Spooner.
Yeah.
Played New Zealand Sevens and stuff, and he's in the Naki at the moment. But yeah, got on pretty well with him because he was the fullback for the first 15 the year before.
Yeah.
And then when I started playing first 15, I went to fullback and he moved to centre. So if I had any questions or needed any help or advice on anything, I'd sort of go to him, and he'd help me out quite a lot. So yeah, we sort of just fed off each other and ended up getting a good little combination there. So
what was it like playing with a guy like him? Because he was sharp at school, eh?
Yeah, he was unreal at school. Because he'd just create so much attention when he had the ball that he could throw 20-metre pass either way, and he could just hit me on the money.
Yeah.
And I'd sort of look up and be like, oh man, there's no one in front of me because he's done all the work for me. So yeah, I guess I owed a lot of what I did my first year, first 15, to him because he just created a lot. So that was unreal playing with someone like that.
Who did you look to, Shaun? Like, who was the guy that you worked really well with on the field while you were at school?
There's a few. We had some pretty electrifying backs like Kitty Taimani, Wooly Tautainamu. So there's a few. I guess at Graham we didn't. Well, everyone was pretty tight, so anyone you could talk to, they were pretty willing to help you out. So I don't really have a person that I really got along apart from my best, my best mate's Rob Harris. He was the same year as me, but he was a forward. But I guess in the back line was pretty tight.
What is this Kings and grammar traditional like? Like, everyone likes to sort of watch it on TV, and personally, and I'm not like a grammar fan, but I think the grammar fans are probably the loudest that you could come across, and they're always there. Like, I remember going to like midweek games, and the whole school turns up, and they all stay and watch the game. Where I've been to other schools where they just go and play basketball or stuff like that. But what is that Kings feeling like going against them?
Well, to be honest, from this day, you miss it. Because it's just the build up during the week and the history and. I guess being part of it for 3 years, it does take a toll on you. So
did you win all three?
Yeah, won all three. So,
1 or 3.
I'm not sure. I don't know if they've lost a game still.
Nah, because remember Leno last year ripped the ball off AJ.
Yeah, so I think it might be 5 on trot off.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but yeah, can't really describe the feeling that when you go out there, especially playing from year 11. So I was pretty lucky to play 3 years. So. So it's a feeling that, especially for a schoolboy, it's pretty special.
Would that be one of your most not hated teams, but is that the team that you probably really want to beat every single year?
Yeah, I guess.
As a school, probably.
As a school.
Who did you want to beat personally?
Personally, probably St Kitts, just
because that's St Kitts.
So, and I think that was for a lot of boys. Kings was always going to be one of those schools that you hated, but I think St Kitts is always the grudge match where you always wanted to get one up on them. And, I think I didn't win a game against them until my last year, which was in the final.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, but St Kitts and Kings, and then obviously you got the likes of Mags and who are another grammar school. So there's always a bit of banter thrown around, especially St Peter's across the bridge. I think there's quite a few schools at grammar and other schools, or St Peter's and the likes also hated us as well. So
everyone just hated grammar.
But definitely I think the 1A comp is still strong. No matter who you played.
Every week was
you're always going to get a fight. I think in terms of going back to the Kings game, it was always a good game, and the crowd did get up every time. So no matter if it was away or at home, so the crowd was awesome, which was always a good buzz when you run out in front of all the supporters.
What about for you, Sam? Because I know you guys got the Pulse and Banner, right?
Yeah.
Is that your biggest game, or would you say like Hastings is your biggest game?
No, I only ever played in one Pulse and Banner.
Yeah.
Because my...
Oh, you got injured on the...
Yeah, my
that's right.
second year, I got injured the game before it, so I missed it. But I always, enjoyed, like, that I only played it once, but it was a big game. And you just sort of like what Shawnee just said about the Kings game, it's just that one school that your school hates and loves to beat, or, it sucks to lose to them. So the one game I did play in 2012, we beat them, and we beat them pretty comfortably, so that was cool. But in terms of a school that I always wanted to beat and hated was Hamilton Boys.
Hamilton Boys.
Never beat them.
Yeah.
Second 15, first 15, 2 years, never beat them. So yeah, always wanted to beat Hamilton Boys, but still yet to...
Well, what was it like with Hastings? Like, you guys are all honestly so close, and all the boys basically know each other.
Yeah.
What is it like playing against them then?
Oh, against Hastings, when I was at school,
They were terrible, weren't
yeah, they weren't the flashiest side.
Yeah.
So I think in my year 13 year we beat them like 60 or something.
That's right.
But since then, from what I've heard and
Yeah.
Hastings has improved a lot, and probably had one up on maybe the boys in the last couple of years. But yeah, I guess it is a personal game because you sort of know all those boys as well. If you make rep sides like Hawke's Bay, 16s, 18s, whatever, you play with a lot of those guys.
And you're all playing together,
playing
eh?
against your mates, but once you get out there, they're not really mates. So.
What's it for you, Latu? Well, who was the team that you guys like going against? Because Tauranga Boys has got to be one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's definitely Tauranga Boys. When I was at school, we beat Tauranga Boys. I think every game we played against them when I was at school. But I think for me personally, I always wanted to beat Hamilton Boys.
Hamilton Boys.
Yeah, always be Hamilton Boys. I think we beat them once in my last year at school, which is 2004.
Is that like a Super 8 thing that everyone just wants to be Hamilton Boys?
I think it's just because for the last sort of, since I was at school, they were just the benchmark, and they were always the top side, and you always just want to beat the top.
Because even for under 15s, they're pretty sharp as well, eh?
Yeah, they're pretty good at under 15s as well. So yeah, just always wanted to beat them.
Did you play them under 15, Shaun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we always have traditional against Hamilton Boys. So, but we lost to them in under 15 semis.
Yeah.
So, I think also Hamilton Boys was a big rival for Grammar as well in terms of. I think we were was it 8 years in a row that Hamilton Boys had beat Grammar. So, until my final year, we got one up on the Mission. We took the Moaska off them, which was very pleasing. So, yeah.
Are you going to the game down here? It's down here actually this year.
So hopefully get along.
Yeah, that's one of the games I'm going to as well.
See how the boys are. I probably won't know too many faces to be honest. Since leaving.
Was there a young guy at school that you thought was sort of way above everybody else in their age?
Oh, I think Leno.
Leno was a
was a very talented player for